About to hit the streets. About to show New York what we're about.
Early this morning. We on the move right now.
Maxwell stayed last night at the house I grew up in, and it was a real accomplishment because we stayed out so late last night doing outreach and having fun that he slept till 11. Like 11,
Yeah,
which is a feat in itself. So
that's unusual. I'm normally up 5 in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. It's a lot happening in this movement right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people are coming on board, but there's been grassroots people who have been doing this for years and years and years. You know, a lot of us been walking in the trenches. And where we at today in this movement, there's people that have lost their lives and sacrificed for that. People have died for that.
So this guy has a somewhat fearless attitude towards talking to people. I used to when I was younger, but it's kind of faded away over the years.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll give me some juice. You know,
Doesn't bother you?
No, to talk to people? No, it doesn't really bother me. You know, I'm not about a lot of nonsense, but you know, if they're really talking about something, you know,
you care about it, so you're probably not afraid to say what you believe, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, lots of people. Lots of shit.
Yeah, a lot going on out here.
A lot of people, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at you see them sandwiches they was eating. I don't know what it was, but they're humongous. These sandwiches are like humongous that they're eating over there. He's over here. You know, I was asking him, did he know anything about the United States criminal justice system? What was your response when I asked you if you knew anything about it? United States.
Some significant problems there.
You said there were some serious problems here.
Yes. And then Michelle Alexander came up.
And Michelle Alexander came up, and what he didn't know is this the very organization Died Jim Crow was started somewhat because of Michelle Alexander's book.
I used to be really fearless with this stuff, and then I guess as you get older, you just start to care more, and it's weird. Like, I don't know if you just get older and lamer. Are you guys into music? I don't believe you. Are you into music?
No. Their attention is really focused on other things. I guess it's just a day that they got off. No places are guaranteed, but we're out here, you know, you can't just give up on it. And being in the trenches, sometimes you have to be in the trenches to get to where you need to be.
That's a cool album cover too.
Thank you. Yeah, this guy is doing 28 to life for a murder he probably did not do. He says he didn't do it. I believe him. I've looked at the case of it. He's innocent. But he's gonna serve 20 years to life for something he didn't do. It's just a total waste of fucking money, time, life, everything. That's why we do what we do, you know? Charles Williams, shout out. C. Will. We're out here repping for you, baby.
We go inside the prisons and we allow the prisoners to tell their own story in their own words.
I wrote this story about this guy who just served 27 for murder. His name is Lawrence Barkley, and I wrote it for Newsday. And I'll tell you, when I was writing that story, it was about this guy's redemption, his recovery. Really beautiful story, but I felt like a lot of hostility and resistance that no one can redeem themselves and nobody can make that turnaround. And I really had to fight, with my editors at the newspaper to be more, fair and less judgmental. What happened was in the headline, they called him a convicted killer.
Yeah.
And I mean, factually, it's correct, but.
No, but I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with that.
Yeah, right.
I did 33 years.
Yeah.
And I've been in Time magazine. I've been in every paper all throughout the world. When Time did an article on me, they had convicted killer Maxwell Melvin. At the time, it wasn't an issue for me, but when I went back to look at it, when they say convicted killer, it means that this is my lifestyle.
It stays for you forever. It's like a label.
It's like, you're a killer.
Yeah.
Yes, you may have killed, but doesn't make you a killer.
So what happened was that, now I have to decide whether to say to my editor, listen, can we change that headline? Because now it's on the internet, it's always going to be there. And I kind of stepped away from it because that's not really what I do. I just write the article. But now as I'm speaking to you, I'm wondering, maybe I can just, send an email out to my boss and see if they can change the headline because it's on the internet.
I love music. It's a great idea. What kind of music do you like?
It's everything. Wait, what do I like? I really like Boney Bear.
Oh, I thought it was Bon Iver, but I like it
Boney
too.
Bear, no, Boney
Come
Bear.
on, skinny lover, let it
That's like the
shine.
early shit. That's way back.
But just saying, there's just so much going on out here. You know, we got people out here reading their books, and you know, this is my first time ever here in Washington Square right here. I've heard so much about it. I see it's a very busy place here, and this is new to me. You know, like I've been home for like since 2012, and there's so much I haven't seen.
Do you think that people in prison are mostly bad people, or do you think that they're people who deserve to have their voices heard?
No, I think everybody deserves to have their voices heard. So, I mean, for sure, there has to be people. I don't know if the term is bad or good. Like, there's a lot of things to me that it's like you pay for your crime, and so it is what it is, you know. But you're still human, and you're still in jail. So it's a weird thing then to just be like you're a criminal, and then what? Like, you know, like you're still a human being. But I just feel like everybody has to have rights at one point, and if you're in jail, doesn't mean that you're less of a person because you're in jail.
Yeah. I served 33 years in prison, and while I was in there, I put out 2 albums. Oh. We got nominated for a Grammy for one with Madonna. Yes. We're trying to change the prison narrative through music. Just a reporter doing a story and not telling the same story.
And there's a way you can reach people through music that cuts through the bullshit of so many facts and statistics. It's just
It cuts through like
emotion.
it cuts through like religion, it cuts through like race, it cuts through sexuality, everything.
Exactly. And hopefully, this is Maxwell. Hopefully, I'll run into a millionaire and somebody just say, "Here, exactly what y'all need." I'm gonna be honest with you. That would be a beautiful thing to run into someone. It would really help us a lot. You know.
Yes, please make that happen.
Make it happen for us. You know, it'll save me the time of walking around on this half-broken leg too.
There's a guy over there with a sign that says free hugs. You know, a hug is nice, but we don't really need free hugs right now. We need 20 grand because we gotta go into these prisons and get this music and get these voices out there. So
let them share their stories in their own words.
Yeah.
When we just throw them in there and forget about them and mistreat them, they're gonna come out with a different attitude. So the better we treat them, the better they come out, the better they are to others. So, you know, that's what I try to do.
So last question, what kind of music would you want to hear coming from behind the walls?
Personally, anything with heart and soul in it. Anyone who's willing to put something out there with everything they got.
Okay.
A voice for the truth.
Oh, yes, all right, exactly.
Unveiling the truth.
Yes,
yeah. All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Thank you guys.
Glad we met you.
Community in action. All right, Maxwell, so how was it?
This was a learning experience for me. It's my first time out here. Most people were into what they were into, but the ones that was willing to listen to what we had to say, you know, I think, you know, very supporting. So many different things, and people out here soliciting things that some of the people you go up to, they're just tired of people coming up to them.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't take it personal because I know that I'm not the only person that's approaching them. But when they hear about what our cause is, some of them seem more interested and seem like they're more willing to listen to what we have to say, with the mention of prison and criminal justice and social justice issues. And a lot of the people didn't speak English, but we managed to still communicate with them.
2 days left. We're out here doing our thing.
You know,
we
in the trenches.
We're in the trenches just trying to wrap this up. We're gonna head back to the crib and get ready for the night.
Peace out.